Melissa Ambers, and we are here talking about my book, Embrace the Future, AI's Role in the Workplace. And, we're going to go through some things within this book to really show you how you could implement some of these things into your daily operations. So today we're in chapter 2, and chapter two's title is Understanding AI's Role in the Workplace. And the first section within chapter 2 that I really wanted to make sure that we talked about and we shared with you is operational transformation, streamlining business processes. So we hear the word streamlining all the time. Do we really know what it is? Do we really follow through on the things to really streamline, or do we start the process and once something seems to work, we stop and we don't finish out the entire process to ensure that it's long term? So when you're doing this, remember that you have to go through those stages. Don't get impatient or excited that, oh, it's working, we don't need to do these other things. You do. You need to complete the entire process because it needs to be long term. And this is going to affect as you are onboarding new employees, making sure that this process is in place so when they are trained, that they are properly trained and really understand what their process is and why you're doing it the way that you're doing it. So in this section, I'm going to read to you what we have here within the book. Operational, again, let me go back to the title. Operation Transformation, Streamlining Business Processes. Operational transformation is the cornerstone of a well-functioning organization. It's about streamlining business processes, reducing redundancy, and optimizing workflow. But in the digital era, this transformation goes beyond traditional process improvement. It's about reshaping operations through AI's intervention, automation of routine tasks, efficiency through AI-driven insights, resource optimization. And I'm going to read to you what's within resource optimization. Effective operational transformation is also about optimal resource allocation. AI helps organizations make the most efficient use of their resources, whether it's personal time or equipment. So, and then we have another section here, streamlining business processes, unleashing efficiency and productivity. Streamlining business processes is a fundamental strategy for optimizing operations and achieving excellence in the modern workplace. It's about simplifying, improving, and automating workflows to enhance efficiency and productivity. Here's an in-depth look at the critical aspect of operational transformation. Identification of inefficiencies. This is where you could bring in a consultant, outsource it. And the reason I'm, recommending outsourcing is not only because, it's the investment or, I'm a consultant, but it's really bringing in someone that has no, skin in the game. We're not going to be biased one way or the other because, oh, I really like the way this system works, or I like this process and I don't want to change it. So I'm going to favor it as we're going through the assessment. Bringing in someone that don't have any skin in the game, what happens is we're going to give you the true picture of whatever the results are. When we come in do an assessment, it's really looking at each one of these departments, talking with staff, watching, the process that they're currently doing and asking questions. What do you like? What do you don't like? Why don't you like it? And just really digging deep to understand what is or isn't happening. And this isn't only with just all the team members, this is with the leaders as well. Because once we also identify how the leaders work, that will trickle down. So it's all of the above. So it's not just team members and staff. If everyone is not involved through this process, it's not going to work because it's going to slowly shift back to what you have been doing. And then the investment that you currently made is null and void. So within that place of, identifying the inefficiencies, you really want to look at outsourcing and bringing in someone to do that assessment for you. Optimization through automation. Once you identify what those inefficiencies are, now you can understand, what do we need to do? What tools do we really need? How do we need to utilize these tools? And once you determine that and it's decided what that is, now you can streamline and start putting those things in place and having the proper training. Resource allocation. Streamlining processes isn't just about speed, it's also about using resources. By optimizing workflows, organizations can allocate resources more effectively, ensuring that personnel, time, and equipment are used to their fullest potential. Enhancing collaborations. This is a big one for some people. Even though it sounds so simple, this is a big one for a lot because a lot of times departments stay within their departments or they stay within the boundaries of their desk. Collaborating with other departments and other team members not only can make the job easier, but you have more people that's putting their hands in and working together to really understand, oh, okay, if we do this together, this is how we can prevent some redundancies, right? Because even though this department may be doing something, if they collaborate with the other department, it could be a one-step process because now instead of them doing one thing, we're doing one thing over here, but at the end of the day, we still end up doing the exact same thing. Why not combine those resources and then just have that one streamline of completing that process instead of two? So now, how many hours a day that you save by doing that? And sometimes it's not even hours. It can be, you do that redundant process multiple times a day. And say that process may take 15, 20 minutes. Add up them 15, 20 minutes and see how many hours that add up to a week, a month, a quarter, a year. And then look at the money that you could have saved by streamlining some of those processes. Standardization and best practices, continuous improvement, and data driven insights. Again, this is in the section in chapter 2, and it's under streamlining business processes, unleashing efficiency and productivity. So, we talked about being productive, being, efficient, and really, doing a deep dive and not just looking at surface information. So, make sure that you get this book. Again, you can get it on Amazon. This is Embrace the Future, AI's Role in the Workplace. And with this book, is so many different things in here. And, I can't reiterate this enough. We did not do anything surface in this book. We did some deep dives, and a lot of it seems, like I said, just so simple. But those are the simple things is what costs you the most money. Thank you again for joining me on this video, and stay tuned. We're going to, like I said, we're going to go through this entire book and we're going to, look at different areas. We're not reading the entire book, but we want to show you what we have in here, the information, how you can use this information to really shift the way that you are working in your operations. Thank you again, and my name is Melissa Ambers.